shut out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my Fitbit. X slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New York Giants. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Keep playing hard. Come on, set, 50, plant. Squeeze, double, double.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, Wally. Shit. Recon, 132 fighter. Shoot.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on third down, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 22. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line.Ey'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey. You got 3.
Here's Stafford. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And he finds Danny Amendola. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Yellow 80! Drill right, 22!
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Michael, set! Yellow 20! 55! All day,
On 2nd and 9, Stafford, screenplay, Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Big 20. Let's go, D. He's checking.
C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Set! Blue 60! You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? Hey, 5-0! Check 52!
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson.
It's run, it's run!
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
All right, Brad, I know where they're early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down at 4, Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. And he coughed it up. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Giants' 40.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter, and the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on second down. Jones, blitz coming, and down he goes. Romeo Okwara in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Ready?
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check 9, check 9.
Ready. The toss out to Barkley. Nifty move. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jones now. Off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Jones. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Go!
Looking to throw. Jones. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Set. Go to 20.
Watch 85. I got him.
55.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And some room to maneuver. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that's complete to Jesse James. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the run. Showing up. Hey,
53. Ready.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
And middle.
Stafford now to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28.
Not too many teams will use a 1st-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the 1st round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage.
Yellow 80.
Get ready.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third.
Switch up, switch up.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Complete to Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's hauled in by Shepard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019.
Check, crouch, X3, 218, chop. Get it.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And an alley to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rosas good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Johnson running right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Set, 280. Right there in the middle. 50. Alert!
Watch the edge.
Undercrush, 32. Undercrush.
Hey, watch the edge. Watch the edge.
Following the penalty, Anderson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He completes it to Tate. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Greystone, travel. Hey, box truck.
2nd and 2. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On 1st down, Barkley. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Orbit. Ready.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Come. Hey, Charlie. Cut. Check. There. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Jones on 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. I know he ain't got it.
2nd and 5. Oh, good move. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
I know you feel it.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Easy, alert! Mike's 57's Mike. Check Mike.
To throw is Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now a Tim carry for Johnson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Jones has it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Check safety.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Move. You got 3.
Stafford on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now Jones operating from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll they'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 Fs for a rookie quarterback.
After the interception, here's Stanford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
DeAndre Baker there defensively.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Middle. Check out.
Johnson on the counter. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
He's to the 10, and this is caught by Kearse. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Ready? Blue 60.
What's the run? They're running it. Slam.
This is Bawden, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Nick Bawden, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That one goes for 24 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
64, weak. Big grip.
Here's Jones on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devon Kennard leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
65.
Ready.
Throwing Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he rifles one incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Touchdown, Giants! Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Set, 280, White. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Check forward, check forward.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Set, 280. 57 to Mike. Watch twist. 57. Mike, 57. Right here.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford. Giants has it. But he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped-up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Johnson, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Check 3, check 3 right, 22. 32.
To throw again, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the shift, watch the shift.
Six, pull it high.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Now Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch his flag, watch his flag.
Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
New York.
Here we go, set. 18, Gator.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here we go, 70, Indy.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, Haywood.
51, Mike 51. Ain't no such thing as a loss.
We got it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Give them 32 on the play.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Come on, set. 10 logo. Watch right, watch right. Watch right. Hey, exit. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Ready?
Now Jones, operating from the gun, being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit. But I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Zero. Hey, Zoo. I'm coming.
On 1st down at Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Stafford. Screenplay. Johnson. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. That one caught by Ellison. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
First down, Giants.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a play fake here on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Go, go.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike 7.
Here's Jones, throwing again. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 13, it's a first down. And with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his first touchdown on the year. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Lions 31. Albert Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The drive starts with a completion left side. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0 and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Rosas to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Lions on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw is Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Omaha, ready to move. These babies cry all the way back home.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Golladay. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Stafford here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Jermaine Kearse. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Stafford now to throw. Complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Giants take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hey, foxtrot. 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
We go set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, let's go. I'm going to run you up.
Blue draw Corkers.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And it's caught here. Amendola. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Ready? Yellow lady! Yellow lady! Off the screen!
Back to throw. He's got his man. It's Curse. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
He'll look to throw. He's got Curse. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside, or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First throw in overtime for Stanford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here we go.
Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throwing deep for Galladay. That's caught at the 25. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
53, ready. 57's right.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this will be caught. Touchdown! They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Lions, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL.